warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Dear students, I wish that you are doing well and you are in good health, you and your families. Today we are going to talk about worksheet number 5, which is talking about advanced Excel, the basic equations. Equations is very important. If I tell you that the Excel is all about mathematics, the Excel will make your life easier when you grow up, or nowadays you can use the Excel instead of the calculator if you use the right equations in the right place in the right formula. It's very important to know the basic equations to go through with the hard and the difficult ones. Today we are going to talk about the basic formulas, which is add, subtract, multiply, and division. We are going to talk about these important, or these are uh, the basic operation on the mathematics. If you can manage them, you can manage whatever or any branches of the mathematics. I want you to know here that the addition sample on Excel will be the addition is the same as you use it on mathematics. You can find it on your keyboard. The subtraction is the same as the mathematics. The multiplication, it's not will be the X sample, it will be the star sample. The X will be the star sample. I want you to focus on this. The division, we are going to use the forward slash, and this is the exponents, which is the power. The power. We are not going to use the power here. We are going to focus on the main basic equation, main basic operation, the addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. I want you to know, or I want you to prepare to practice. I want you to have to open your Excel sheet. I want you to print task number 1 into your Excel document and save it under your name. Again, task number 1, I want you to open the Excel and print this table as it is, because you are going to solve these questions underneath it. You have 6 questions underneath this table. This task will be for you to do it at home to practice. Now we are going to talk about how to deal with these equations. I prepare here a simple Excel sheet and name it grade 6 equations. This is a simple Excel sheet. I'm going to use the addition, multiplication, division, and subtraction in every way I want. We have here number names. The net salary is the total salary. The net salary is the total salary. How much the company pay. Let's say for Ali. And the medical insurance. Ali is paying a medical insurance for the company worth 120 JD and whatever currency you want to use. And here the final salary. We are going to calculate the total and the final salary, and also we are going to count the total, the net salary total, and how much the company deduct from each salary. First thing, we are going to talk about the addition operation. Let's say here Ali is having a 550 JD as a salary, Ahmad, Layla, Sahar. We want to calculate the total. We are going to calculate. Now, I want to calculate how much the salary is paying these 5 employees. How much the company is going to pay for these 5 employees. I can use the calculator, but now I'm going to use the Excel sheet. I have different ways to calculate the net salary. I'm going to show you them all. At the exam, it is your responsibility to choose whatever method you want if I ask you to calculate the total only. But if I give you an obligatory method, I want you to use the method I choose for you. Again, if I didn't ask you to use any method to calculate the total, it's up to you to choose whatever method you want. But if I make you to calculate the total in the method I want, you need to follow the question. Now, for now, I'm going to use method number one. Method number one is going to use الauto sum. الauto sum. How can I use the auto sum? From the home tab, I'm going to look for the editing group. This is the editing group. From the editing group, you are going to have the sum sample. This is a Roman sample for summation. I don't know if you have it on mathematics or not. First thing to do, I'm going to choose the cell where I want to put the result on it. You have here a drop-down list. Here, from the drop-down list, it's going to show you different equations, but I want you to use the sum. I want you to use the sum. When I press on the sum sample, I want you to notice that the Excel inserts the equation for you, and you can see an active rectangular moved here for the whole salaries for the 5 employees. I want you to notice the formula now. Any equation on your Excel sheet will never started or never happened without adding the equal sample first. If you didn't add the equal sample, the Excel will not know that you want to add a formula or to add an equation or you want to do a function for or into your document. Again, let's say I want to add the 4 salaries, and I write here sum and open and write like comma and like this and close it. Here, nothing happened. Why? Who can tell me why? Because I didn't add the equal. If I add the equal sign, now the Excel, this is the way for me to tell the Excel, dear Excel, now I'm adding an equation. I am waiting for you to calculate the result. I'm waiting for you to calculate the result. Here, the Excel calculates the result for me. If I want to know the equation or what is the equation, I can double click on the cell or I can see the formula bar here, the formula bar. These numbers from my imagination, I don't want to use them. Now I'm going to go back to the main subject. So I press here on the auto sum. Auto sum means automatic addition. Automatic addition. He's going to add the whole salaries for me. When I press now, you can see the part of the equation, the equal sign. The equal sign is very important. This is the one who tell the Excel that I'm starting a function. Type. Which function I'm going to start? The Excel will ask me. I told him I want the sum. The sum, S-U-M, is the shortcut for summation. So I'm going to have the first 3 letters from the word summation and write sum. Then I'm going to open a bracket. It's very important to open a bracket. It's very important to open a bracket. And as we earlier talked about the cell reference, now I'm going to tell him from where to where I'm going to add. I'm going to add from F, sum from F4. You can know the cell reference from here to which equation, which cell to F9, to F8, to F8, and the result will be on F9. Now, the equation is good for me. I need to put these. If I want to find the result, I should press into enter using my keyboard. Into enter using. Now you can see here from F4 to F8. These two vertical points means the range of cell that I want to calculate the summation for them. Again, from F4 to F8, from F4 to, we can read this vertical 2 points to, from cell reference F4 to reference or cell reference F8, I want you to add the whole number here for the 5 employees. So when I press enter here, I'm going to press enter, the enter on my keyboard, I have to enter. Now the Excel is giving me the right answer. The right answer for this equation. If you want to make sure, you can use your calculator. Or I can add them manually. How can I do this? I need to add the sum. The most important thing on the many different methods you use to add is to have the same question. I'm going to keep, the same answer. I'm going to keep the answer here, and I want you to observe that if any method you use, you can find the same result. I can now equal, open a bracket. It's very important to open a bracket. And I'm going to do like this, 55. This is the most annoying way that it's like that you are using a calculator, and I don't want you to use this way at your exam. This is one of the methods I'm seeing. I want you to know about it, but I don't want you to use it in your exam. This is for your own knowledge. Now, you can observe that you are having the same result. That you are having the same result. If I want to see the equation, I can press on the cell and the equation formula, I can find the formula. Another way I can use is using the sum function equal, then sum. The Excel is very helpful. It's going to give you a different sum tools. If you want to use sum ifs, the different equations or the different formulas is going to help you. If you can find whatever you want here, he is going to give you like a small note or a small help to help you to deal with any function you want. It's very useful and very helpful if you want to learn a new equations. The Excel can help you and guide you through. It's not difficult for you. So I can use now open a bracket. It's very important to open a bracket, and I can press here using the cell reference. I can press on the first one, right, plus the second cell, number 2. You use the mouse one click using the left click. Every time you press on any cell, the Excel will place the cell reference for you. If you're done and you don't want to add or to do the whole summation for different cells, you can close the bracket. If you want to complete, you need to add the plus sign when you finish Close the bracket and press enter. Note that you are having the same one. Or you can use the range of the cells. The range of the cell will be equal sum using your mouse from press on the first cell, which is F4, using your mouse on the bottom, the right button of your cell, and you need to drag down. Now the Excel will place the range for you. Close the brackets and press it. Each time or any time or any method you use, you are having the same result. You are having the same result. Now I want you to add on each one here from the employees is paying insurance for the company. I want you now to calculate the total of this column for the medical insurance. You can use whatever method you want. You can use the summation, you can entering by your hand, or you can use any method you want. The most appropriate and easier way, you can choose it. I am going to choose the summation. Know that the Excel will place the formula for you, then press enter. Now I'm going to have the total result for this. I'm going to have the total result for this. It's very easy. The practice is the key. I want you to practice this question, which is task number 1. I want you to do it by yourself, and I will give you like 1 day to give me the right answer. I'm going to give you 1 day to give me the right answer. Will be your homework. I want you to concentrate on this. This is part number 1. It's talked about the addition. I'm going to come back with another video um, to explain the subtraction and multiplication and the division. But today I want you to practice the summation. I want you to practice the way of summation. For any questions, I'm very happy and glad to answer all your questions. This is part number 1. I hope that you are having a good time and enjoy. Thank you for watching and keep yourself safe and sound. And good night.